Welcome back to the Next Gen Arena live here for the Neighbors Starleague. My name is Valdez. I'm with Moonglade, and we just saw our first member get out of this group into the round of 8. It was Stats.
It was Stats. Who would have thought that? Not me. I would have thought it'd be Hero.
Yeah, man. I was very surprised, actually. I thought Hero, after that first game, I was saying, oh, man, this guy's playing so well, so smartly today, but just barely not able to get out. My initial prediction of Stats being better at PvP seemed to work out, even though in that last game I feel like Hero just making a bunch of mistakes to let Stats in. I feel like that's why he feels a bit lucky in that game.
Yeah, I would have to say that third game, he definitely got lucky. Hero kind of attacking into him while he was on 2 base, forging an army to destroy Hero and his third. Instead of just simply defending and getting a better sort of position, he definitely got an awkward position. And also Stats just had way too many Archons for Hero to deal with. He was just simply way too far behind. But here we go. We're into the next stage of this tournament. It's going to be the losers round 1. Life versus Classic. Life is going to have to show us something better in his EVP, man, or otherwise he's going to be out of this pretty quick smart.
Yeah, man. I was totally wrong. I feel like, I don't know. I guess 2 days was just not enough practice for this guy. Going down to Classic once in Pro League. He's got to go up against him once again here in a best of 3. Now the maps that were banned were Deadwing and King Sazon Station once again by Life. And Merry-Go-Round and Catalina banned out there for Classic.
Once again, we're seeing Nimbus going to be in play in Game 3. Foxtrot and Overgrowth, first 2 games. Okay, this should be a pretty interesting match. Hopefully we don't see Life being forced into a situation where he has to go Swarmhost again, because I did not, it just didn't work out for him. He simply got pulled apart. Though I think doing it against Hero above all other Protoss is a mistake.
Yeah, Hero very, very good at holding that off. But Classic as well, the game on Pro League that they faced each other is on Deadwing, but it still did not work out for Life. Classic seemed to have the answer. Let's see if he has the answer once again in a best of 3. This is the losers match. Set number 1 on Foxtrot Labs. It is Life versus Classic. Down in the bottom right in the red, the Zerg player, the only one we have in this group, it is Life.
Has a girlfriend.
Yes.
Sorry, ladies. Top left, it is Classic. Defeating Life on Tuesday. Has the mental edge.
Whoa. The passion is real here.
Damn.
For our MC caster on the Korean side of things.
That true passion. I believe that MC is a... He also casts mixed martial arts out here in Korea.
Yep, he does.
He casts the UFC in Korean. How cool is that?
That guy is actually really cool. Really chill. He's super nice as well.
He is, yeah.
And his voice is like really on point.
He's a smooth
this guy actually,
talker, man.
He's really good at casting. Well, we saw the stats of this map, Foxtrot Labs. It is actually 50-50 for Protoss and Zerg. How do you feel about that, Moonglade?
I can see that. I can see that, Valdez. It's not incredibly favored either way, I feel. It's not a horrible map for either, though the 4th base for Zerg can be pretty tricky on this map. Looking at these positions, these spawns, if this was Lenok, I'm sure we'd see the natural actually at the gold base, but it is Life.
Yeah,
last time we saw Life in this map, I believe it was against Rain, and he did go for, I think he might have gone for a fast gold base. It might have been due to cannoning. I can't know. It wasn't cannoning. It was something else. But he did get the gold, and he did go for a speedling all-in on this map specifically.
I actually know which game you're talking about, but not exactly sure of the specifics, just like you. We're in the same boat, Moonglade.
Yeah, it was a while ago. We are seeing Classic go down. Granted, Classic did not go for a forge, but he will pretend that he did for a second. And Life, as we see, getting very fast gas. Gas before pool. With that fast hatchery, so I believe it was 15 hatch, 16 gas, 15 pool. If I was to go into specifics, which means he will get a Zergling speed at around 6 minutes. and be able to apply the pressure. And as you can see why, in the natural sort of choke on this map in these positions is very large, very hard for Protoss to kind of block off safely in time, unless they kind of cut resources and spend a lot of money on that, which is exactly Life's intention. Force out a big SimCity from Classic early on, and if he does not have that, Life will kill him.
And interestingly enough, we still get the gateway and the cybernetics core in the main, so not being added to the wall. And it's going to take a while for him to get that wall up. Maybe add a couple gates there between the pylon and the Nexus. Close that hole up.
I feel like he's going to be making that SimCity around the Nexus instead of out the front. Unless he adds 3 gateways at the front, I don't see him blocking that off. And I don't think he wants to play the San style. And judging by that pylon that he just added to the natural, like, yeah, it's going to be a SimCity around this Nexus. He's going to try box it in there, which is probably a smarter idea at this point, considering he did make that gateway in the main. Oh, and the cyber.
But again, the annoyance begins. Already 2 lanes in the main. They will be cleaned up, but they do get 1 probe.
Very nice.
Here we go. 6 more lings have been produced. And look at that production tab. Only lings.
Yep, still an open base at this point. So Life can have sort of free reign. He's going to try and force the force field out on the ramp, I believe. You see the mothership core. Speed is not finished just yet. Very, very shortly will be finished. And we'll see him run on in.
That force field needs to be perfect. There we go. It's basically perfect. There we go. But a lot of the probes on the outside do get caught out. And already 6 probes going down. Going to target down that pylon over there. That's going to unpower these 2 gates that are being built right now.
Oh, he surrounds the sentry. And yeah, he's going for that pylon. He's going to be unpowering those 2 gates, which is absolutely huge. He gets it. And he can surround the Zealot. Oh! Big mistakes from Classic getting out of position, and I think Life can kind of close things out from this point.
Looking like it. There we go. Finds a hole. All the speedlings are into the base. Life so many probes going down.
Finds a way, and GG is called. And there we go. That's how Life does it on this map in these positions.
Wow. Well, Life just doesn't care. He will be aggressive when he needs to be, and Life is not fair, man. He does what he needs to do to make things work.
That's the other Life saying, life isn't fair.
Yep.
He finds a way and it isn't fair.
Yeah, that's actually like one of the most frustrating things as a pro to deal with, especially on this map. It's just like so annoying. You know that force field that was on the pylon, if it was like 1 hex lower, it would have saved the pylon. And then, you know, maybe you get some extra units. Maybe you can make an extra pylon. You buy yourself some time.
Looking at that position there, like, because the way he sort of built that SimCity, there really wasn't much else place to build anything. And, like, I feel like no matter what, that pylon was going to go down eventually, and those gates would be useless. And from there, Life has so many avenues of the way in to surround these sentries that he was simply going to kill him. I think it was just a bad SimCity from Classic. Look at that guy.